The secrets of the small shafts of the Great Pyramid. 7. What lies behind the blocking stones of the Queen's Chamber? Part 1. Before and after the drilling of the southern blocking stone, there was speculation by some well-known people about what lay behind it. This is what Alford writes in his 2003 book Pyramids of Secrets. Earlier, I asked this question, and furnished in response the opinions of various commentators. The mummy of Hetepheres Gan ten Brink. A cast statue of the King Edward/Lena/Boval. The Benben Stone Boval, or Sacred Books Boval/Hawass. However, whilst these opinions are all very interesting, they are mere speculations, as the authors concerned are the first to acknowledge, with the exception of Gan ten Brink. But, worse than that, they are speculations without a theoretical basis, for they draw upon an orthodoxy, the tomb theory, which actually precludes the existence of a secret chamber. Therefore, with all due respect to these experts, it must be stated that their predictions are worthless, since there can be no meaningful outcome from putting them to the test. My prediction, predicated on the likely small size of the chamber or chambers, which are less than 50 feet from the outer faces of the pyramid, and on the kind of objects that would have been most important to the builders of a time capsule, is sacred books, which would doubtless have been stored inside a hermetically sealed coffer of stone. In a post about the Pyramid of Cheops, Stadielman says that there is nothing behind the blocking stones. In a post about the Pyramid of Khufu, Stadielman says that there is nothing behind the blocking stones. In a post about the Pyramid of Cheops, Stadielman says that there is nothing behind the blocking stones. The cavity located behind the first blocking stone of the southern Queen Chamber shaft is approx. 19 centimeters. The measurement tolerance here is 1.5 centimeter. Converted to the ancient measuring system, this would be 10 finger widths equals 18.7 centimeter. The measured shaft cross-section is 23 centimeters with a measuring tolerance of 1 centimeter. This would correspond to 12 finger widths equals 22.44 centimeter, or 3 hand widths. 1 hand width equals 4 finger widths. The shaft length of the northern Queen Chamber shaft up to the first blocking stone is given by Sahih Hawass as 63.40 meters 124. If the hieratic inscription was actually a numerical indication of the length of the shaft by the construction workers, then 121 cubits of 0.5236 meters would equal 63.36 meters. This value could therefore correspond to the length of the north shaft. However, it remains questionable why the inscription was found behind the blocking stone in the southern shaft, as this shaft is only 59.45 meters long. The information provided by the Jedi team and Edgar for the south shaft is doubtful, although both are almost identical, because Gan ten Brink precisely measured the shaft length using the latest laser technology using a Pyout 2. The Jedi team only determined the length using odometry. A measurement error by Gan ten Brink of almost 4 meters can be virtually ruled out due to the laser technology used, especially since he also measured the joints in the shaft with centimeter precision. A shaft length of 121 cubits for the north shaft corresponds to 11 times 11 cubits, and the number 11, like the numbers 7 and 9, plays a major role in the construction of the Great Pyramid due to the setback ratio for the pyramid slope of 22:28 or 11:14 played. Haas suspects that the number could possibly be read as 21, since the hundredths place is not certain, and claims that from the southern blocking stone, the length of the projective shaft to the outside of the pyramid would still be 21 cubits 11 meters, based on a device he used Ellen grid of the pyramid. 127. However, this does not agree with the information given by Gan ten Brink, who states 15.39 meters. As a second possible interpretation, Haas states that the two hieratic numbers should be read as a fraction 1/11. This, he believes, would then refer to the local situation at the blocking stone and represent work instructions for widening the walls at this point, which would then aim to create a narrow attachment edge that would give the blocking stone support in the sloping shaft. The